Hi everyone, my name is Mara and I am an intuitive and creative coach and I help people reposition themselves in life with meaning and purpose. Last week we started a series of videos called Understanding the Real You Now, and we have spoken about who you really are. So today I want to ask you a different question. What do you really want? It's really important for us to understand what we want, and this is because most of the time we make a list of what we want and then we leave it there, and then maybe we don't take action on it, or simply just things happen to us. We change, and our perception and our priorities change, and therefore what we used to want is not much aligned to who we are now. So this is the reason why it is always very much important to check on ourselves and check on our list of things that we want, to make sure that we are aligned to who we are at the moment. And it is very important to be honest. Sometimes we tend to want things because other people will want us to want that. We are conditioned by fear, by society, by the situations. But the really want, for me, it's more about you as an individual. What is it that you really want? Forget for a moment about who you're surrounded by, what is your actual situation, what you can afford, what you cannot, what you can have, what you cannot, and just try to dream about what you really would like to have, what you really want. And this is because it is part of who you are, and it is important to put everything down just so that you know and you can take action towards it, and you can find out which one is your path, which one is your purpose. So as much as it's important to understand who you are, and I hope that with the exercises I gave you last week, you have a better understanding of who you are. And now the next step is to understand what you want, because they're all connected to each other, and they're just steps to get you to a point where you will have enough clarity to understand your purpose and how you can reposition yourself in a meaningful way, in a way that is so much aligned to yourself. The important thing is that you're honest with yourself. It might happen that when you work with about yourself, feelings like judgment, fear, overwhelm, anger will come up. So don't worry about that. It's natural, especially when we are talking about wanting something. Judgment will be there, guilt will be there. So it's okay. It happens. It's part of you. If that happens, feel it and try to understand where it's coming from, because this is what you are. So listen to yourself, say out loud what you want, and then understand what is it that is coming up. If it's a good feeling, great. You might feel excited and happy, surprised. You might feel super guilty. You might feel too afraid. It's okay. Just try to figure out where all that feeling is coming from. And just remember that there is no crazy, no stupid, not too much, not important wish. It is all about you, and don't judge yourself. If you want, I don't know, the latest big car, or a super big house with 10 rooms and things that might sound crazy, it doesn't matter. It's what you want. It's part of you. So that's okay. Don't judge and don't feel guilty. Just let it come out. It's part of you. And in I thought for years that I wanted to be something. Especially when I was younger, I always thought that I wanted to have corporate career and be a career woman and become a director or whatever, and make a lot of money and travel the world. And when I moved to London, I actually met a lot of people that were in a similar position. So that made me want even more to get to the point, because I was like, oh my god, I'm surrounded by all these people and I want to get there. But there was something off a little. I just couldn't figure out what, and I thought it was because I was moving to a different country and I was still trying to find my feet, and therefore I wasn't feeling that great. But in reality was that wasn't aligned to myself, and it's only when I started to listen to myself that I have realized what is it that I really want. And I realized that what I want is to enjoy and to feel happy about what I do. I want to love what I do, and I want to be free. I don't want to work in a corporate environment. I want to be flexible, and I want to help people. So when I understood that, then I was able to make decisions and take actions in the right direction that took me to be here right now. And what I'm doing makes me very happy. I still have my job, but because I know that is just a temporary situation until I get to a point where I can just be free to do what I want and help as many people as I can, and be flexible with my day, with the people I want to work with the project I want to work with, and be free to do what I want. That what makes me go on and makes me want to do this even more. So it is important to align yourself, because once you align yourself, everything that doesn't serve you in a way can be released, and everything that is not so much aligned to you but you still need it becomes less important, and therefore your energy is not much focused on it, but it's focused on your bigger purpose. So in my case, for example, I don't get upset for what happens at work anymore, because I know this is not my focus. My focus is my coaching and the people I'm meeting through my coaching and what I am doing for my clients. So this is my focus. So that's where I am putting all my focus and all my energy. I'm doing my job every day and I'm doing the best that I can, but if a colleague upsets me, I'm just gonna let it be. Instead of getting upset and getting all this energy, I just know this is a side thing for the moment. It serves my purpose at the moment because it brings me money enough to pay my rent and do a lot of other things, invest in myself and all that, but it's not my focus, it's not my priority. So that's why it is important for you to understand what you want, because from there you can move forward and you can take the right actions, and also you can focus your energy in the best way, and also your personal energy. You're gonna feel so much better once you realize where to focus your energies and where not, what to let go, what to let pass, and what instead to be passionate about and go for. When you try to figure out what you want, and especially if you're trying to reposition yourself in terms of maybe any terms, really, work and personal situation, it is quite often happens that you might feel overwhelmed and you might feel so confused that you have no clue how to start and where to go. It is normal, it happens, and so don't worry. Confusion and overwhelm are part of the moment in which you are, but maybe you feel this urge to change, and it's just very difficult to figure out where to go. If that happens, don't worry. The focus that you need to have is on finding clarity. So you need to find clarity, and to find clarity you need to discover yourself. You need to rediscover yourself so that you will have as much information as you can to then put all your data together and realize what is it that you want. So when that happens, just remember, focus on on wanting clarity. Don't focus on what you think you're gonna want, you're gonna do, where you're gonna go. It's not important. You will figure that out on a later stage. Just release all that emotions that you don't need, all the things in your mind that are creating the confusion. Just try to stay within yourself and try to listen to yourself as much as possible, and then you will come up, like, information will come up, and then you can put that together and find out what is it that you need to reposition yourself on. Okay, so let's continue to get to know each other, and take a piece of paper and a pen, or record yourself with a recorder, and put yourself in front of a mirror, because it's important that you look at yourself in the mirror when you're doing this exercise. If you have a very good friend, someone that you trust, that you don't feel judged by, it's good to have an accountability partner. You can do the exercise together, you can share feedback. It's also a very good way to do this exercise. All right, so sequence 1, question is, what do you want? So write down everything that you want, from the most stupid thing, the most simple, to the most important, the craziest. It doesn't matter. Just put everything down. It's all part of what you want. Could be like a massive vacation around the world, or just, get a promotion, find the love of your life, or be able to pay the rent, anything. It doesn't matter. Second question is, what do I care about? And I know there you're gonna say, my family, my friends, my pets. So after you have listed all the usual things that we all care about, start digging deeper within yourself and start to write down everything. Start to listen to yourself, because that is what is important. Because we all care about family, we all care about friends, we all care about our pets. This is what we all care about. We all care pretty much all about the environment and making people happy. We all have this, but this, I'm not saying it's not important, but it's less important to understand who you are and what you want, because it's what comes after that is very important. So continue to dig deeper in this one. And then the last one is, what I would do if I had no fear. On this one, I would swim in the ocean if I wasn't afraid to swim in the ocean. I'm not a good swimmer. I can barely swim well. So it's a big dream of mine to actually be able to swim in the ocean without being afraid I'm gonna sink. I'm gonna drown, but so things like this can be something really silly, it can be something really important. It doesn't matter, just write down everything. And especially if we are talking about a specific topic, just dig deeper in that one, because whatever comes out of there, you might realize there is something that you can actually take action on, because that fear, there's no need for it to be there. It's so within us, but at the same time, the moment you say it, it's like, hey, I can do something about this. And by the way, I'm gonna take swimming lessons for this. I am already. Okay, right, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please share with your family and friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you want to get in touch with me, you have all the media platform down there in the box, and I'll be happy to hear from you, how you're getting on with the exercises. If my videos are any helpful for you, I'd love to know. And if you would like to work with me and just have a complimentary call or just take up some sessions with me, I'd love to talk to you. So just get in touch, and in the meantime, I wish you a great week, and I'll see you next week. Ciao.